do you want us to go in the front door here?
That would be the easiest.
Yeah. Want to just...
Do you have a flashlight or?
Bring it in.
What?
The camera.
Oh, I want to take a peek first.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to take the toilet out. There's a... Oh, is it for that lady? Yeah, I replaced the... I replaced her toilet yesterday. Just casually a toilet in the back of the truck. Well, it is a drain truck. I almost fell backwards. Oh, Mark, Lily Mark.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
AKA Giggles. She's gonna bring you
Hey.
down. I'm already working, so I'm gonna try to sleep away.
No problem. Alright, so we have a perimeter drain, and then this is a pipe right here on the floor,
No, it's not.
and this has sewage coming out of it when the drain backs up.
That's because that's the front clean out.
That's the clean out.
That's the front clean out.
That's the front clean out that they might be talking about. I'm not sure.
That's the front clean out.
The one that's in the ground?
Yeah, because your city sewer, you're on city, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your city sewer runs down the street here. I saw the manholes when we were coming up.
Okay.
So if you have one back there, where it comes down on the back over there, there should always be one towards the front of the house.
So that should be outside?
No, that can be inside.
Okay.
It just should be capped off.
I think DPW said that they have one outside too. We couldn't find it. So yeah. So if you think that's just the clean out there, then we can just throw a gym cap in it the same way that we did over there.
I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of is that.
Yeah, I mean.
But you have a ton of water pouring in here. I don't know if you'd want to do that because then you'd have to pump it up and over.
Well, it's being pumped out right now. It's being pumped outside. So it's all perimeter water, you know. So.
Right. No, I get that. But what I'm saying is see how right now you have water coming out of these two, and it's draining in that. And
Yes.
It's front clean out.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is it's draining down there. If you cover that with like a test cap,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's gonna fill this pit, and this is constantly gonna be running.
Right, which is how it
It's
should be.
normal, but-
because right now, you know, we don't want any rocks or sediment going down that drain, which
Right.
could be what the problem is.
It could be.
Could be.
All right, let's take a peek because I'm not gonna be able to. That's a 2-inch.
Right,
So
right.
that might not be their front.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a small clean out.
Yeah, it's a 2-inch. It's like a 2-inch.
I mean, to me, it just looks like an overflow or something. I don't know what they were doing there.
Okay.
That's why I didn't think it was
Where
a good
did
clean out
DPW
originally.
tell you the other cap was? Just beyond this wall over here?
Outside, so he couldn't find it.
Yeah, you couldn't find it. He found 2 water shutoffs, but not the cleanout. And he was going back to check the town records, but the person who was in charge before him didn't take good records.
Okay.
So he couldn't find where it was.
So,
It may
did
have
he
been,
give you a roundabout location? Because it's not going to be close to the street where the water
He dug up
shutoffs
my
normally
front
are.
yard.
Oh my goodness. So where the water shutoffs normally are, it's not going to. It should be closer to your foundation. It should be closer to the house.
Yeah, we looked out there. He had the metal detector and everything. We dug up some spots.
Okay. I can take a peek too. I got 2.
His thought was when they cut off the end of the driveway and repaved when they redid the road, that they may have covered it.
Okay, that's possible. We've seen that a couple times too. And this is
Yeah.
okay. The other good thing is that I can find their outside clean out too with the camera. I
Yes.
can locate it.
Yes.
I can locate it that way. Alrighty, so I can definitely go in through here, camera and locate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you meant by find the perimeter drain where it connects to the main?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to see where that tied in over there to it.
Okay. So, alright, I can do that.
Because, I mean, instead of being capped, it should really just be discontinued. I didn't know how much work we'd have to do once we found out what the problem is.
Depending on where that ties in.
Right. If it goes under the foundation, then we're screwed, but...
Well, if it ties in just under the foundation, you are. But if it ties in on the outside, you can probably separate it a lot easier than having to dig up this corner. Because I'm going to assume it's going to go that way.
Yeah.
Alright. So, am I billing through you or am I billing through them?
We can go through them. It's fine.
Okay, so what I normally get for camera and locate's $325.
Okay.
But that will tell you a lot of information. Hopefully, tell you what's been causing your line to back up, tell you where this ties in, and hopefully, I can give you a location for your outside cleanup.
Okay, and I'll get that like a camera video.
So we upload that to YouTube as well, and I'll get your email from you, and we'll send you the link directly, and it's always going to be there.
Okay.
So anybody can access that information, and
Because the
there's no
town is
personal
interested in
information.
looking at it.
Right.
Okay.
That's fine. We work with Goffstown and Manchester. So, I'll upload that. I'll send it all to you. You can forward it off to them if you'd like.
Okay.
And again, it's always there.
Okay.
No personal information. It just goes by your invoice number.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So what is on my foot?
There's something on your foot. It's the red tag thing on the floor.
There's something on my
Oh,
foot.
there's a sticker.
Alright. So let's go up. We'll grab the camera. The
Which one, the big
locator.
one? Or the little camera?
The regular one.
So
one
the
that we
big
use
one.
for the big ones, yeah. We'll grab that, the locator, and yeah, we'll get this done. Shouldn't take me too long. It's pretty straightforward. You can leave that set up over there if you want. Put it at eye level to the cleaner.
To the cleaner? Like, wait, what?
Set it, stretch it out.
It should be in this email. The original work order we got. Okay, bye.
So something's constantly dumping into this.
It's the
The sump pump.
sump pump, yeah. Another sump pump.
Do you just shut it off?
Nope. Nope, I
Yeah,
should
we
be
have a
good.
sump pump under the bulkhead.
Okay. So you get a lot of groundwater around here then?
Yeah, it floods out back.
I'm dealing with that right now at my place.
I thought you were putting in a drain.
Hmm?
I thought you were putting in a drain.
Yeah, I did. Didn't work.
It's because you didn't hire the drain people.
Yeah, no, this is a really big job trying to take a lot of water off the hill.
Yeah, there was just a lot of like pits and stuff out there that we just filled in, and it worked for a little bit, and then it just
Yeah.
started flooding again.
Did you think to put a bigger pumping system in at your place?
I'm not pumping it out, I'm diverting the water off the hill.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
haven't even seen my new place. It's in
No.
Cooksa. It's huge. It's at the bottom of a massive hill. I always told myself I'm never going to buy a house at the bottom of a hill. And here I am buying a house at the bottom of a hill and dealing with all the water coming off. Spent like $21,000 already on this big
The
big
garage?
trench. No.
Oh.
That's just to mitigate the water and it didn't even work. Yeah.
Why'd you spend that much? Oh, you don't have an excavator.
Right. It was like 300 feet of trench and 2 giant pits, like 14 feet in the ground, and so much work, and it still doesn't take care of the water. There's just so much of it. Here, I don't know if you want to see from the camera right there.
They got Orangeburg. See it?
Hmm?
They got Orangeburg. See
Ah.
how black that pipe is?
Yep.
So here's your cast that's right at the base here.
Mhm.
And you go through and see how there's like no rust and it's all black?
Yep. Clay.
That tells you it's not clay, it's Orangeburg. When it's black, Orangeburg or Bermico pipe.
Oh,
I'm
Bermico.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it's full black like that, it's Orangeburg or Bermico. Clay
When
would
you said
be,
orange, I was thinking orange clay pipe.
Yeah, clay would be an orange color, or it'd be like the rust color from the cast. But that's, so you guys have, basically, think of the paper straws from Starbucks that they're trying to go to. You know
It's
when
that corrugated cardboard crap, right?
That's exactly what that is.
It's basically just rolled super tight to create a pipe. And that's the stuff that doesn't last very long.
I mean, it lasts.
They put it in. Your house had to have been built between what, the 60s and the 70s.
50s.
So late 50s. So that's when they started using it. They called it the Wonder Pipe. So they had a licensed plumber inside doing the inside work. Then they had a licensed plumber or an excavator guy out from the city to stub in, and then they had the drain layer for the in-between section. It only took one person to carry this pipe and lay it, as opposed to however many to carry clay. She's still backed up. Or she has a belly, because I just came up and out. So. You said you were getting stuck at 60 something?
About 60, yeah.
This is where that one ties in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna finish cameraing it going out. And then I'll do all the locating coming back. If you're gonna spend the money to have this pipe dug up, I highly recommend just coming back to the starting point of the Orangeburg.
Okay.
Don't do a patch job. Don't let whoever's excavating it talk you into just doing a patch job, because this pipe, once you find it and you know you have it, it's better just to get rid of it. But I'm fully underwater and I can't get past this point. So let's go locate this outside.
Okay.
Dude.
I would say right out in this area.
Help if I turn my gain up. It's getting warm.
Yeah, I guess it didn't turn. I didn't see it turn either.
If it's 60 feet, which is what you had measured,
Yeah.
It's actually,
out.
it's 52.
So
Okay.
it's out here then. Because 60 is dead center if it comes straight out.
This is deep.
Lined up with that. They have the marking from when I had dig safe here. So it's on an angle here,
Oh, okay.
if that helps you.
Yeah, that does help. It's gonna be right in there probably.
5 feet. 5 feet right here, Mark. This is where her issue is.
Okay.
Technically, you're still underwater, meaning your pipe is either squished or there's a break with the pipe somehow, but it's Orangeburg from this point back. I didn't see any other branch offs for an outside clean out though. I just saw that
Yeah,
one.
I didn't either.
Just that one where that pit is.
Mm-hmm.
So that has to be their front clean out.
Okay.
Um,
Which is unusable because it's 2-inch. So really, if we were gonna
That's
just cap
supposedly
it.
only a trap. The guy who was here told me when they did this road over, which was less than a year before I moved in,
yeah.
they put clean outs on everyone's property, and they redid the piping from the property line to the street. So that doesn't even make sense that that would be the pipe.
That would be the old clean out. So that would be from when they first originally built the house. That's what that one would be.
Right, but then I wouldn't have that cardboardy pipe if they replaced.
They didn't replace your pipe. They replaced a section
Okay, so they did
of
like a
theirs.
patch.
So where
Essentially.
their line is here.
Yeah.
So right where that sewer cover is, they probably stubbed over. They didn't go onto property.
I mean, if that was the case and were supposed to change it, I mean, is that?
I don't know how that works. I wish I did. I wish I could tell you. But if they were supposed to change it and they have it on record as Schedule 40, that would be a green pipe, or SDR. That it would be a green pipe, and it's not even white. It's black, like it's the Orangeburg or Bermico.
Yeah.
It's black, and that's out in the middle of the street.
So anything that's put in new isn't going to be that.
It's not going to be black like that unless it's brand new cast iron.
Okay. So do they still use that stuff or not?
The Orangeburg and Bermico? No, they stopped it after the 80s because early 80s, because they noticed that it was failing a lot.
Yeah.
So that's when they had stopped using it. They started it in the late 50s, ended it in the early 80s. It was actually manufactured in northern New Hampshire. So it was made in this area, so it was used a little bit longer here. Because some people might have had it just hanging out in their backyard or in their stock room, and
Yeah.
so I mean it looks like you got water going through fine. I refrain from using any solids and putting any toilet paper or anything down until you can get it fixed.
Yeah.
Right there's the connection, so we'll go back outside, we'll locate that, and then we'll sit here.
No, we should be good. We shouldn't have to mark over here. Oh, you think it comes outside?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put a guesstimate. Yeah, so it's like 5 feet here. So that would be the right bubble down, but as a guesstimate, it's gonna be right here where it turns. So Mark, there is a turn. It's probably about it's probably like a 45.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say it's right about here where it turns out and comes out.
Okay.
But I'm getting a 5 foot 1 inch for where it connects. So it's the Bermico is still inside, in the foundation, but then it turns here. It comes out and then goes down.
Okay.
So, and I got 5 feet 1 inch up there, so.
So what was that? I missed that. I was trying to take another route.
So the pipe comes out of the foundation
Yeah.
under your dryer vent there and then comes down the driveway.
So what is the trap? Meet it in the driveway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes over and it has to Y in right there. But that could just be, like they said, the French drain system that you have, or the perimeter drain that you have in the basement. They could have just tied it in that way, separately. So.
Thank you.
All right. So that cast iron pipe comes out there. They connect somewhere.
It's,
over
it's,
here
it's actually
and-
Bermico still, so really we're gonna have to do a section of the concrete inside your basement.
To fully get rid of the Bermico, there's going to be, from that dot back, you're going to have to cut up a section in the basement and then come out from that point and come this way.
I didn't know if there's a moratorium. They have to do 25 feet around where you dig up to repave it.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, you're fine. He'll put a car horn on it, you'll be good. He puts funny noises on it. Alrighty, you can shut that down and we can shut down stuff inside.
He should do what he does with his Okay, so we're all done with that one at Punardville. We are headed off to our next one. Stay tuned for more great content. We'll see you later. Bye.